I'm Dawn Kemper. I'm the director and founder of Young at Heart. We're a senior rescue for dogs and cats ages 7 years and older. Well, at Young at Heart, when we rescue a senior dog or cat, we are taking them usually from open admission shelters where we do not get any medical history on them whatsoever. So one of the first things that a senior dog or cat will get upon arrival to Young at Heart is a very thorough head-to-toe examination from a veterinarian. The vet is going to look for things that are very specific to senior pets.
My name is Jen Porter. I'm the Assistant Director of Young at Heart. While my job includes being a part of a team that manages the day-to-day operations of the rescue, the bulk of my job includes the medical management of our seniors. Those are the seniors who are just coming into the rescue, the seniors who are already in foster care, and our seniors who are part of the sanctuary program.
The single biggest expense for Young at Heart is our medical bills. On average, we spend $1,000 per dog or cat getting them ready for adoption, and that's just the healthy ones. Occasionally they come to us and they have bigger needs. In certain situations, we have spent upwards of $10,000 getting a senior dog or cat healthy enough for adoption. Whatever it is that they need, we will give them.
My name is Paul Kovchinsky, and I've been fostering for Young at Heart for 5 years. I've had, I believe, 16 fosters, and my 17th is coming today. They're the ones that need us the most. I also just happen to love senior pets. So Mumu's first day, she was really clingy. She was obviously in a lot of pain.
Once she was evaluated by our vet, we found out she had severe cruciate ligament injuries to both knees that, if not repaired, her ability to walk even short distances would not be possible in the future. So off to the orthopedic surgeon we went, and after a $5,000 estimate for each knee, we started her on the road to a pain-free future where she could walk and even run again.
So after a couple of days, her personality did come out. She loves attention. She knew she was cute, and she knew how to get you to rub her belly. You could see that she was going to be a sweetheart. You know. She had her surgery on the knee that gave her the most problem. Once she came home, I had to carry her, outside, and she was restricted from really doing any movement at all. She has kind of a thick neck, so she was able to get out of just about any kind of collar that we put on her, and she was able to get several of her casts off. She was healing pretty slowly, so it took a little longer for the final cast to come off. But once it did, what a big difference. There was no expense spared. Her quality of life immediately improved. Even though she still had another need to be done, she was definitely in much better shape. Mumu is a 10-year-old dog with 2 terrible knees, and she was obviously left at a shelter because someone probably couldn't care for her. But Young at Heart didn't blink. They went ahead and pulled her, and never considered not spending whatever it took to make sure that the rest of her life she lived a quality life. If Young at Heart hadn't rescued Mumu, there's no doubt she wouldn't be with us today.
My name is Claudia Hardy, and I've been a volunteer with Young at Heart for going on 4 years. It is just such an overwhelming joy to see these animals flourish. Baby Doll, the first days in my home as foster, she was happy even though her life had been miserable.
While we typically bring in seniors with unknown medical needs, Baby Doll is a great example of how we won't turn our backs on seniors with known medical issues. Baby Doll was in rough shape when she arrived. She had a severe skin infection, but her more critical need was a bladder stone so large it filled up her entire bladder. Baby Doll immediately went to surgery the morning after she arrived, but the procedure was complicated when we found that she had an infected uterus. After a long recovery that included visits to specialists, battling her skin issues, and lots of expensive medical care, Baby is now a healthy and happy dog.
and it was amazing to see the transformations. She was the queen of the household. She would sit atop a chair like she looked beautiful no matter what, and with cone on and everything, she just perched herself up on top of chairs, which she still does, and she crosses her paws very daintily. They affectionately refer to her as the $1 million baby, but they were behind her all the way. And if it were not for Young at Heart backing her, all her medical costs, we wouldn't see this beautiful dog that we have today.
So Tootsie is a 15-year-old kitty who came to the rescue on death's door. She was frail, she barely weighed 5 pounds, and her fur was matted to her skin. We quickly learned that Tootsie was in congestive heart failure and chronic renal failure, which gave her a guarded prognosis. But at that same time, we decided that we wanted to give her every chance humanely possible. After 5 days in the critical care unit, Tootsie was released to her foster home, which eventually became her sanctuary home. And it was then that we found out that she may be little, but she's awfully mighty and had a lot of life left to live. Young at Heart is committed to every single senior that we rescue, and one of those commitments is through our sanctuary program. Tootsie, along with all of the other seniors in our sanctuary program, have needs that outweigh those that we expect a traditional adopter to take on. So instead, we are committed to them for life. They stay with us in loving sanctuary homes where they get all the love and care that they need, and Young at Heart supports them financially. She rules the roost in our foster home and bosses the kitties around. She steals food off your plate, and at the end of the day, she is just a champion snuggler. She is so full of life and love, and I can't imagine Young at Heart without her. I think she's one of the prime examples of why all of our seniors deserve a second chance. Young at Heart spends at minimum $100,000 a year on the medical care for our seniors. And events like Silver Paws tonight is what makes it possible for us to give our seniors the care that they need and deserve.
Young at Heart looks at senior pets differently. Regardless of the amount of time a dog has left on this earth, it can be quality. And it can show that the animal, that there is still love left for them. There's enough love for these senior pets to go around.
Without Young at Heart, all of the senior pets that we've saved probably would not be here today. It's really just that simple.
We're able to rescue senior dogs and cats because of the people who believe in what we're doing and because of the amazing supporters that we have. The older dogs and cats in our care would not get a second chance if it were not for the people who supported Young at Heart.
We're just so grateful for all of you being here tonight, because without you, the seniors of Young at Heart would not have a second chance.